Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. So, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Pinky, the real life Bratz doll, and as you can see by the title, I am so tired of the Kardashians. Like, am I the only one? I'm so tired of them. And I'm so even annoyed. I am so angry too because I feel like Kim should give credit where it's due. The whole Kardashians actually. But since Kim is the one who started it, I feel like she is the one that should give credit where it is due. And it is due to African people and all the other cultures that they vultured on. But most importantly, us. Because if you think about it, all of these years we've been called inferior, we've been made fun of because of our features, for these white heifers to buy them, become billionaires, lie to us and say that is how they naturally look, and not even give credit to us. So I'm just annoyed by that girl. And she needs to give credit where it is due, honey. Everybody and their mothers know that big lips, big hips, big bums, those are African features. And even the other races who have had these features, they have them because of the DNA mixture. If you trace their DNA, you'll find that they have that DNA. Everyone knows this. African people, big lips. Yes, they also have the big nose and big hips, big boobs as well. Like African people be having big boobs. Do you guys know Nina from Love and Hip Hop? Now she's on E News though. She literally has African people boobs. Like she could give me boobs and still have a lot of boobs. Do you understand? I like big boobs. So what I'm trying to say is that everyone knows this, that these are our features. So when a white person comes with a big butt, it's like, how did they get that? How did that happen? You know? And then when they don't have the trace of Africanness in them, it's like, really, girl? Because I don't think Kim has like any Africanness in her for her to have a butt like that. Do you understand? And for her to lie to us and say, no, that butt is natural. She even made an episode on her their reality show, and she's busy there saying that it's real. When everybody has seen the sex tape and they saw there that her butt doesn't look the same as when she had a bigger butt. So what is up with her? Why can't she just tell the truth? Why can't she just give credit where it is due? It would be so much nicer if she would say, oh my gosh, I admire African people. I think they're so, amazing. That's why I decided, let me do that. But I guess even people who do surgery don't really like to admit that they did it. But yeah, now Kim, it's quite clear. Like people now can just admit it and be like, yeah, I did my butt. Like, why do you have to lie and make so much money from our culture and not even give us credit? Remember that time when she even like had braids and then she had the audacity to say she got inspiration from this one other white person. Why can't you say that you find the African culture so interesting that you wanted to do your hair in braids? No one would be coming for you after that. They would respect you. They'd be like, oh yeah, we're actually cool. Do you understand? Why can't they give credit where it is due? Instead, they use their white privilege, they use their connections, they use whatever they can to monetize. I guess that's what they have to do when they don't have talent. Use whatever to capitalize. It's just so annoying, bro. Like, how can you have braids on your head and then give credit to a white person? Like, everyone knows braids come from us. Yes, America has shown us levels to like lace weaves and stuff like that. But even they know that braids come from Africa. The Africans there give us credit. They're like, yeah, Bantu knots, Amabengu. There's just so many different types of braids. Those come from us. It's been so much disrespect from that lady, bro. And also from the world. Look at Kanye. Now they canceled him just because of an opinion he had about Jewish people. Do you know how many people have trashed us as African people? Do you know how everyone knows we've been called inferior this whole time? Gandhi, we are the ish. We are the ones. We are the life of this. Do you understand? How can you become a billionaire from features that people said were inferior? That means we are the ones. And they know the power of us as an audience, as a fan, as a market. They know it. Because if you look at these people they dated, those people like Tiger didn't date Kylie because he thought she was beautiful or he was attracted to her. He dated her because he was trying to climb the ladder of Hollywood and fame. Tiger dated her because of that. But if only he knew the value was in him. They were using him to try and enter us, to get us as the African audience to watch. Because you know how African people are sometimes, most. I think now it's getting better, but you know how when an African man dates a person from another race, you know how African women are like, oh yeah, they're always so offended. And it's understandable because of the past, but that is a way that they use to get us. Lamar did not think Chloe was cute. He dated her because he also was trying to climb the ladder of Hollywood, not knowing that he is the one that they will use to climb the ladder. He's the one that carried the value. This lady had the audacity, bro, to not give credit to African people. There is a lady called Sarah Baartman. She was naturally curvy, naturally beautiful, big hips, wide hips, big butt. The body that Kim Kardashian bought. That lady was so abused during slavery. She was sent to England, France, being exhibited, these people making money from her, being sexually abused, all of these things done to her because of how amazing her body was.
The story of an African woman who was used as a circus animal by the Europeans. Baartman grew up on a colonial farm where she and her family worked as servants. By her teenage years, with still a lot to learn about life, Baartman married a Khoikhoi man who was a drummer. Husband was taken away from the face of earth by Dutch colonists. Soon after, she was sold into slavery to a trader named Peter Willem Cesar, who took her to Cape Town where she became a domestic slave to his brother, Hendrik. This contract required her to travel with the Cesar brothers and Dunlop to England and Ireland, where she would work as a slave. She was sold 4 years later to Paris, where she was under the control of a wild animal exhibitor in a traveling circus. George Cuvier saw her and developed a scientific interest. His main idea of science was proving the superiority of the white people.
I am so sure, bro. I'm 100% sure. I have cousins, I have friends, I know everybody. Before Kim Kardashian came, African people with hips and butts, they did not think they were beautiful. Some of them, yes, maybe. I'm not saying people have confidence, do you understand? But because the standard of a beautiful body shape back then was a slender woman. So they used to, I remember my cousin, she used to say, oh my gosh, I wish I could just chop off these hips. Because she didn't think she was beautiful. I can give credit to her in that by just making African people realize that actually we are beautiful. We are everything. Because if she wasn't famous, maybe an African person wouldn't have made those features famous and like a great thing now. Because everyone wants that body shape now. But give credit to people like Sarah Baartman, bro. Build a school even in Africa. Those people could build a school here in Africa with just their handbags. They could sell a handbag and build a school in Africa. That's how rich they are, because the currencies also are different. Bonang was on the Breakfast Club, this other amazing talented girl here in Africa who is a great host and she is a celebrity. She was on the Breakfast Club, and she was telling them that she was meeting with people trying to build a school in Africa. And Charlemagne looked at her and was like, "Oh, I also want to help. How much would you need?" And then she's like, 50,000. She's like, 50,000 what? He's like, 50,000, and then she's like, $50,000. He was so shook. He's like, "Bruh, I got that in my pocket now."
Listen, I will help you open a school in South Africa. When we doing that?
I will let you know after my meeting. I'd really love as much help as possible.
No,
you know?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah,
What
I'm
does
also
it
dead
take to open
serious.
up a school? How much money are we talking?
About 50,000 US dollars.
50,000?
Yeah.
Charla,
I got four of them on me right
you spending 50,000 on JanSports, you could be opening schools,
Time out.
bro.
On the side, it's
Yeah.
it's $50,000. I started a scholarship fund last
And
month.
Oprah only opens two?
She opened the Oprah Winfrey Academy for Girls, which is a massive, on its own, private institution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it probably costs a lot more to
Oh
build.
no, it's a lot more. Yeah, it's a whole school with a dormitory.
Campus.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
gotcha,
it's a
gotcha,
campus.
gotcha.
No, it's
That's why I'm saying they could sell a handbag and build schools in Africa. In each country in Africa, they could build schools. But no, they are selfish. They are frauds. And it's been proven. They are sick. If you would see how naturally beautiful the women in South Africa and Africa are, I really believe we have the most beautiful women in the world. And I'm sure that guy who moved from America and came to South Africa can vouch for me, because he said it too. He's like, we have the most naturally beautiful women here. His name is Mansa Main, I think. These are my lips. Because in America, I saw this other girl called Ari Fletcher. Girl, all to find out those are not your lips? Wow, you guys in America are artists, like in every form. Like, you guys can make food from things like that are not natural to you, and then you can make teeth. Like, you can see someone there with teeth and be like, "Oh my gosh, your teeth are so pretty," and it's like, "Yeah, it's spinning out." That they didn't grow up like that. You could see a beautiful woman there and be like, "Wow, she's gorgeous." And then someone's like, "Nah, she was born a man." And you're like, "What?" So in America, you guys can, I guess, you guys can create a lot. But here in South Africa, we naturally are gorgeous people. Do you understand, honey? As you can see, I am a real life Bradstock. These are mine. This is mine. Do you understand? And so many other real life Sarah Baartmans here, like Londi London. I'm going to show pictures of them because they are naturally like that. That I'm sure when Kim came here in South Africa, because there's another video of Bonang saying that she was here and then she didn't even know where she was. She was like, "I think I'm stuck in Botswana." And it's like, really, girl? You're in South Africa. Do you understand? And she also said,
no, definitely not like Kim Kardashian at all. But there are aspects of her business that I really admire.
Word.
Yeah.
Have you met her yet?
Yes, we hosted her back in South Africa, and
What was
she
that
came.
laugh for now? What was that?
She came
That
with
was like
Chloe.
she was poured in.
No, she was stuck in
poor compared
she
to
was
me.
stuck in the airport, right? Remember? And then she was in Cape Town, and she's like, "I'm stuck in Botswana," right? Or something like. She sent out a tweet. We're like, "This is not Botswana." And there's this thing of like Americans like to say, "I'm going to Africa."
No.
Where in Africa are you going?
Yeah,
Africa's not it's like, are you going to South Africa? Are you going to Joburg? We don't say, "I'm going to the..."
so I think when she got here, she saw, okay, hey, these women here are really curvy and they are beautiful. And then she told herself, okay, I'm going to mold myself into this type of woman. Do you understand? So we have real life Kardashians here, real life Sarah Baartmans here. And they are Londi London, Tebo Ho, Faith Nketsi. All these beautiful women naturally. Yes, now they make changes because of the new money, and also because this surgery thing is also coming here in South Africa. But I bet you, bro, 9 times out of 10, if not 8 now, because of this new surgery that's coming, like everyone's getting into it now. But 8 to 9 times out of 10, if you see a woman here in South Africa and they are beautiful, it is natural. Do you understand? So, yeah, Kim should give credit where it's due, honey, and stop being a fraud. Just give us the credit. We know already. Some African people still need to discover, but I know that we are the coolest race in this planet. We are the life of this party. No one can dress better than African people. No one can dance better than us. No one is funnier than us. I don't care who says what. Name one comedian now who's funnier than an African person. It's not even about white now. We are the life of this planet. We are the coolest race. We are the ish. I don't want to swear. So in conclusion, Kim, you tried us. Give credit to Sarah Baartman because she is a lady who suffered and went through the most because of her features. Build schools in Africa because it only costs you guys a handbag. And give credit where it is due, honey. And if you are African following these Kardashians, you need to get a reality check. You should not be following these people. You should not be following these frauds. They don't care for you. They do not. So in conclusion, honey, if you are interested in how I achieve my eyeshadows, just go onto my channel and go to shorts and you'll find it there. And also how I achieve my lips. And yeah, we've come to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please. Until next time, bye.